In this tutorial, I'd like to introduce a little bit about the projections and changing those based on various settings. So again, we always find that the projections, if you go to layers, right click and down to properties, you can see in this current setup I just have the global coordinate system is the World Geographic setup of 1984 and the big thing to notice is our datum. Once we have a datum, we can go back and forth between projections within that datum. So if I were to go and change this, I can change this. This is currently the one I have is in the world WGS 1984. So that's currently there. Now if I wanted to go to the projected coordinate system, I could go to world here, and I can use any of these that use that, but I can also use in the UTM. If I go to UTM, Universe Translocator, you can see that there's different options based on if I'm in the NAD, which is the North American datum, either for 1927 or 1983, and the World Geographic System of 1984. I'm currently in here because that's where my datum is. I have this datum, so I can use any of these projections in the UTM. And so if we went to let's just say this one, the zone 20, we'll hit OK, and we'll show you what that reference is here. So you can see that the this datum is specific for a certain longitude. So based on a certain longitude, I'm looking at a certain location here. So the further I get from this longitude, you can see Africa is way out of proportion. So it is completely off. And so we want to be able to select, when we're doing calculations of geometry, you want to select the projection that's an appropriate one. So if you go to back to layers here, go to properties, and we will go to predefined system and projected again, and UTM. Again, we are currently in the WGS, so we'll go to the WGS and we're going to go to zone 10 and hit apply. And so now here we can see that we have a projection that's looking at the specifically for the northern hemisphere with zone 10, which is right around the Seattle area here. So this would be a good projection if we were looking at imaging some of the and calculating certain geometries in the Washington State area. So you've got to make sure you know which projection you're using, because it will be altered if you're offset at a different latitude or a different area that it's looking at. So that is how to change the projections.